Let's talk to journalist Daoud Kuttab. He's joining us now from Amman. Good evening to you.
Hello.
We've been planning to talk to you about this great cooperation between Jordan and Israel. Israeli defense minister was in Amman today meeting the king. Israel's president Herzog is due to come to Amman tomorrow. I doubt it if he'd come tomorrow under the circumstances. All this was meant to avoid what we are seeing in front of our eyes, right?
Well, yes and no. I mean, for sure, we don't want to see any killings and any deaths and any attacks. But you know that the political horizon for Palestinians has been blocked. Ever since the Bennett administration took over, they made a public decision they will not pursue any political discussion, which means that for Palestinians, for 5 million Palestinians, there's no hope. And the worst thing for any conflict in the world, if you ask any historian anywhere in the world, the worst thing you have is when people don't have hope, because then when they have no hope, that's what you'll see what is happening. And the idea that you can have economic peace without the political solution, again, is a fate. I mean, Israelis are happy to see the Arab Gulf countries and others in Sderot and, these meetings with the king and so on. I think they are giving false hope and false idea that everything is okay. Everything is not okay. And what we need is a process. We need to give people hope. And without hope, there's going to be frustration. With frustration, there's this acts of individual group violence and resistance, attacks, whatever you want to call them. This is not a solution. It's clear that there is no more green line. It's clear that there is two different policies, one for a certain group of people and another for a certain group of people. And this is not a way to have a process that's going to lead to peace. We need to have the idea. People need to see on the camera that's why Palestinians are being avoided. Why doesn't Bennett goes to make peace in Ukraine and doesn't go to Ramallah to give people hope? We need hope.
Right, but hope. in fair to history, Mr. Kuttab, you know that when there were times that things looked much, much better, still there was terrorism around. Even in Rabin's days, in the Oslo Accords days.
And Rabin was killed also. I mean,
yeah.
It's a vicious cycle that we all have to contribute to stop this vicious cycle. And the last, you of course, obviously rightly covered the attacks on Israelis, but we've had many Palestinians killed in the last few weeks. We've had, people are threatening this Ben-Gvir to go into Al-Aqsa mosque, and he's going to, carry weapons, and they want to put settlements in the Negev, and you don't, okay. I mean, this is what the right wing thinks. That's the only way is to use force. Fine. That's, it plays into the hands of the extremists. We need to play into the hands of the moderates. And to do that, we need to give people hope.
You can articulate very, very good, very well what's going on in terms of geopolitical, process in the Middle East. But these individuals who are being brainwashed by ISIS, do they care about that at all? They're just being brainwashed.
I understand what you're saying, but nothing happens in a vacuum. You have to understand that there is an atmosphere, there is an environment that encourages this. There's also, this is not just random killings. It just happened that somebody woke up one day and to do this. There has been a very bad negative atmosphere. There's been a lot of incitement. You talk about incitement of Palestinians, also a lot of incitement by lots of people. What's happening in Sheikh Jarrah, it's inciting people. What happened in the Negev when they took out all these, attacked people, these things have a reason. They reflect on what people anger, and yes, extremists use it. Yes, extremists don't care about everything, but we need to remove and dry up the environment that allows this to happen.